And I know you sat down and had an interview with him.
Right.
Right, so let's check it out.
With no further ado, now to the interview with Dr. Federico Subervi. I want to thank you for doing the interview today. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a professor and director of the Center for the Study of Latino Media Markets, and very happy to be here at Texas State doing that.
You failed to mention the book.
The Mass Media in Latino Politics. It was published last year, 2008, and it's the first one that brings together discussions about the role of media in Latino politics. There are other books that discuss Latinos and media and Latinos and politics, and there are many books that talk about media and politics without focusing on Latinos. This one brings Latino media and politics together. Studies of these three issues dating back to 1984 up to the year 2004. Significant part of the book is mine, but I acknowledge and appreciate the work of a number of collaborators who contributed to having a better understanding of how English and Spanish language media cover Latinos during campaigns, and also how the political parties use the media to try to get the Latino votes.
And why is the lack of Latinos in media a problem?
The absence of Latinos in media has a problem because we are always looking for role models, be it in our churches, our families, our neighborhoods, and our media. When we don't see those role models in film and television, in documentaries, in advertisements, we get the impression that we don't exist, that we're not valued. Or when we see the negative images, we assume that that represents who and what we really are, which is not the case. So we need positive role models in all of these media to enhance how people understand themselves, Latinos understand themselves, but also because non-Latinos will assume that those media images, especially the negative ones, really represent Latinos. And we want to make sure that there are positive role models for Latinos and for non-Latinos to better understand the diversity of the positive images, contributions that Latinos have in society.
So how can we fix this problem?
One way to improve the participation of Latinos and the images of Latinos is to have young folks like you participate in the production of new images, of better images of Latinos. And also to put the pressure on the decision makers. Most of the decision makers who select what images to present about Latinos are Anglo-Saxon white males who have limited experience with the diversity of Latinos who are out there. We have to have more Latinos, and then more of the folks who make those decisions be better aware of the variety of who and what Latinos are and their contributions to society. So one way to do that is to take those positions in the executive areas of production, and also once in a while maybe also picketing and raising voices of protest for the negative images that are being presented about Latinos.
So tell me a little bit about El Centro.
The Center for the Study of Latino Media and Markets, is an initiative that I brought to this university a couple of years ago, and it was promptly supported by the director of our school, the dean, and other folks who give authorization for developing centers like this at the university. And its role is to help do research, teach, and service on issues related to Latino media and Latino markets. It brings the intersection of these, Latino media and markets. We've been operating since fall 2008. We are beginning our second year in fall 2009. And this started because of an initiative of mine that I've had for many years, and finally got it valued and supported here at Texas State. Because it's needed. There's so much going on with the growth of Latino media and the growth of Latino markets, and there are very few places anywhere in the United States to help students learn about these issues and help professionals improve what they do with Latino media markets for their own careers. So the goal of the center is for our students and for professionals who want to deal with these things.
You're a professor, the Centro, you go to conferences. Why are you so passionate about this?
Doing all of this means my life, because since I was a graduate student at Wisconsin, and then when I started my career in California, I wanted to do something that was related to my ethnicity, my heritage, my culture. And I could have done many other things that were not related to this, but I focused on something that would be contributing to improving our communities anywhere in the United States, certainly also in Puerto Rico and Latin America. The fact that I have been able to, modesty aside, help a number of students complete their degrees and go on to graduate degrees and great careers, that's the reward for dedicating the time that I do to these issues.
Thank you for sitting down with us and being here today.
Thank you.
He is an amazing professor. What did you think?
No, absolutely. I think he raises valid points, and you know, in speaking about positive role models, I think that it would be remiss not to mention that he himself is a positive role model.
Most definitely. He's an educator who's inspiring people like you and I to do what we're doing right now. Yeah. I like the point that he brought up about positive role models in television. Like I was saying earlier, Dora the Explorer, a cartoon, and it's what young children watch. And you were telling me a little bit about the show. I don't really watch it, but
yeah, well, I have a kid sister, and well, that's the excuse I use for when I see it. No, you know, and it's just this, you know, this little Dora, and you know, she's cute or whatever, and she's just like running around and doing like childish stuff. But yeah, like she teaches you, like, you know, she'll be there counting like uno, dos,
that's what I'm saying.
all the way to
and
like cinco.
She's a positive role model for young children to watch the little cartoons. Before,
Right.
What did we have? The little Mexican mouse who would go and steal.
Or the little guy who arriba.
That's
Him?
the guy.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes, Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy
That
Gonzalez.
is not positive at all. He was a drunk. He would go and steal from people. And now we have people like Dora the Explorer. Makes me very proud.
I know.
But yeah, positive role models that we learn to value ourselves. I would say we're positive role models as well.
Yeah, well, we're bringing some insight, you know, into what Hispanics in college can do.
Right.
You know, it's like, you know, it's all about growth.
Right.
You know, we need to grow as people, as a society. We need to grow as a race. We're not, you know, just immigrants coming over here anymore. It's we're like solidifying that, you know, we are a part of this society, and they need to, you know, they need to pay attention.
We're Latinos, students, getting educated, making a difference, and putting a positive image out there for other people.
Yeah, and I think we're doing a good job. You
I
know,
think we are too.
and it's
I agree.
It's getting better. All right, guys. So now we're gonna go to a short commercial break, but when we come back, we'll be talking with Jonathan Valdez, and I'll be at the news desk giving you some highlights of what's going on. So we'll be right back.